Hey, how are you doing? It's Sunday, it's Robin Nolan, and in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to use one chord shape in 6 ways. So if this is interesting to you, right, in the Gypsy jazz guitar style, I've got this one shape which you can use as a minor, as a dominant 7th, as a minor 7 flat 5, as a minor descending thing, as a Jimmy Rosenberg lick, and as something that sounds really cool in I Can't Give You Anything But Love. Okay, one shape for 6 things. So you need to know this shape. And once you've learned the shape, then you're going to learn how to use it in these 6 ways. And it's incredibly useful. This is something which I learned years ago. And actually I use it all the time if I'm playing rhythm or if I'm playing solo. If I'm playing on my own solo guitar, it's a really useful shape. So I'm going to show you these 6 ways. So stick around for this lesson, it's going to be great. When you join the lesson, let me know, type in where you're watching from. And by the way, if you're watching from Australia, okay, Aussies, please type in Aussie, type the word Aussie. This is really exciting. I'm also announcing that I've got a couple of places left for the Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat in Perth, Australia. And if you like this way of teaching and learning, you want to have an amazing time, then you might want to think about coming to Australia to have just that, an amazing time. So I'll be talking about that in a second. Type in where you're watching from. Hi Aladia, hi Volker. People are joining. It's Sunday here in Amsterdam. I'm in the kitchen alone and I want to show you these 6 ways where you can use this one shape. So here we go. Right, the one shape. You might already know it, but you might not know all these ways that you can use it. So here's the shape. Okay. So it's that chord, right? You've probably played it before. Welcome from Poland, brilliant. 7 on the A string, 8 on the D string, 7 on the G string, 8 on the B string, okay? 7 on the A string, 8 on the D string, 7 on the G string, 8 on the B string. Now this can be G minor, right? This shape could be G minor 6, right? Remember? Number 1, it can be a minor shape. So here we go. G minor 6, right? You want to get that sound. You can use it here. There's the pinky on G, right? So that's how you can find that sound. It gives you that nice kind of G minor 6 sound. So if you're going to use it in D minor, let's say, then where's the D? Right, there's the D. Right, and then you can go, and then you've got your D minor shape, okay? So that's area number 1, right? The magical chord that can use it in 6 ways. There's G minor, there's E minor, right? There's the E, there's the shape, there's D minor, right? So that's brilliant. Welcome, Brian, from Liverpool. This is fantastic. Aussies, calling all Aussies. If anyone's watching from Australia or New Zealand, then type it in, mate, okay? Got some exciting news for you guys. Okay, number 1, that's easy, right? Use it as a minor shape. Number 2, you can also use it as a dominant 7th. So that shape on the 7th fret, right? We got G minor, but you can also use it for C7, right? Right, C7. That can be C7. There's the 3rd in the bass, in the root, and then you've got C7, which is like, right, C7. You could play it, and even to make it sound better, you can bar across on those 2, right? And then there's the root, C. So, welcome Harold, welcome Moreno. C7, G minor, right? G minor. Same shape, C7. And that sounds great. You know, for example, if you use it for E7, you just slide it up to there. Right, sounds great for a 7th chord, A7. You got the 3rd in the bass. There's A7, right? Bar it with the pinky, and you get that real big, fat, dominant 7th sound. So for E7, A7, D7, right, etc. So far we've got it as a minor chord, right? There's the minor, there's the root in the pinky. So if we're playing minor blues, you know, bubble, bubby. We might just go. We could do it in our solo. We could, as a rhythm player, play that chord too, okay? Next one, for the same shape, we've got dominant seventh. By the way, don't be afraid to click the love heart button or like this video. If you're watching on YouTube, then like the video. Also type in where you're watching from, okay? I'm in the kitchen, as usual, in Amsterdam. And I'm just throwing out some really useful stuff for guitarists who want to put a bit of gypsy jazz into their sound. And if you don't know me, my name's Robin Nolan. My whole mantra is to teach you this style in a really easy, uncomplicated way, okay? So let's not overcomplicate things. Let's enjoy this music, okay? That's what I do, and this is how I do it. And even better than this, I actually do live retreats where we actually meet with groups of people and we get together and have an amazing time. And the next one coming up actually is Amsterdam, but after that is Australia, Perth, Australia. So you can join me in Perth for an amazing time. This is going to be a small, intimate group of 10 people max. We've got a couple of seats left, okay? So if you're in Australia, then this could be really interesting. So you can do one of two things. You can either grab your seat, there's a link in the description, or just send me a message or a comment here and say, hey, I'm kind of interested in joining you in Australia. What's next? Or tell me about it. So welcome, Paul from Melbourne. Okay, are you the first Aussie in the house? Aussies, type in Aussie or type in G'day or whatever's happening. Really excited to be doing the retreat in Australia. Okay, let's get back to the lesson. Remember, we've got six ways we're going to use this magical chord shape. We can use it as a minor chord, right? Remember, G minor, there's the minor in the G. We use that same shape as a dominant seventh, so that's C7. Then you get that really crunchy. And you can use these shapes as a rhythm player or as a solo player, okay? Number 3, obviously it's a minor 7 flat 5, right? A minor 7 flat 5 or a half diminished. So that same shape is E half diminished, right? And usually that you'll find that in a minor 2-5-1. So right, so you go an E half diminished, A7 D minor. So that shape, if we're just looking at that shape, is E half diminished. Okay, so that's another use for it. Number 3. Number 4. Let's have a look. Lesson plan. And we've got the minor descending thing. Hey, from Malaysia, welcome, Rock. Great to see you, buddy. Minor descending. You hear this sound all over music. Forget about gypsy jazz, but pop music, classical music, and it's this sound. Don't be afraid to click the love heart or the like button. Okay, great. Right, so you got this sound. Da, do-dee-da, do-dee-da, do-dee-da. Right, you've heard that sound. Or music. So you can use that shape to make that sound. So there we've got, right, E minor, and we're going to use it from a minor because it's a minor descending. There's the E, right? So we got the E minor chord, and then we can just go. Right, that's a really nice sound. You can navigate. There's the E minor, right? You know it's E minor because there's the root. The pinky, you build the same chord. We're just looking at one chord here today, guys. There's the E, right? And then you can just go, especially if you're playing in a ballad, like do-dee-da, do-dee-da, do-dee-da. You know what I mean? So you got E, then you basically lift off your pinky, first finger goes there. Welcome, Mark. Mark says, morning, Robin. Morning, yeah, great lesson, Mark, in Pembrokeshire, Wales. Fancy a trip of a lifetime to Australia. We've got 2 seats left for the retreat. Calling all Aussies, but Pembrokeshire's beautiful too. Here we go. E minor, descending, descending. Okay? So if you're in a piece like, you know, like say you're in Nuage, on a minor chord, you can use the minor descending trick, right? Which always sounds great, gives a minor chord some movement. So you can use that same shape there with the minor descending. Okay, Dave, welcome. people joining from all over the world. I'm looking for Aussies or Kiwis, okay? People from the Australasia kind of part of the world who might be interested in coming to join me live at a guitar retreat in Perth, okay? It's going to be the time of a lifetime. By the way, it's February 27th to March the 3rd. It's a small, intimate group, so I get time with everybody. I teach my 5 pillars of learning gypsy jazz guitar, which works successfully. Countless number of guys and girls have learned this way, and I want to teach you too. We look at how to solo using my 3-pronged approach. Rhythm, how to not overcomplicate rhythm and get it right. Gig Ready Bootcamp, which is all the things you need on an actual gig. We'll be doing a gig in Australia as well with none other than Hank Marvin. We're playing at a festival with Hank Marvin just outside Perth, and the Gypsy Jazz Retreat crew have got a lunchtime spot at that festival, so it's just fun all the way. I'll be teaching making music together, which is kind of important. So it's what we do when we meet in real life, how to make music together. And pillar number 5 is my new secrets of gypsy jazz guitar. So all the things that kind of, you could say like hacks, things which I use to sidestep shred, for example, sidestep all the scary things in gypsy jazz and learn it the fun way. So if you want to join me in person, then you'll see a link in the comments here, or you'll see a link in the description. You can get your seat there. If you're interested but want to have a chat about it or need to find out some more info, send me a message or just write a comment. Say, hey, I'm interested in Perth. Give me some more info, okay? So 2 things. Right, so far, recap of the lesson. We're looking at 6 ways we can use this shape, right? Number 1 was a minor chord, minor 6, right? There's the G, right? Can you hear that? G. So there's the bass. So we're playing a minor blues, like boom, boom, right? We're playing minor blues, and we want to go use a different inversion, either as a rhythm player or as a lead player. There's your G minor, okay? Welcome, Michael. There's your G minor, right? So that's the G minor 6 sound. Number 2, that same shape can be C7. Da, ba, ba. Sounds really crunchy and nice as a 7th chord, right? So if you're playing along in, say, Sweet Georgia Brown, E7, then you slide that 7th chord up to the, there's E7, right? The same shape. Sounds really crunchy and awesome. So that was number 3, right? No, there was number 2, sorry, dominant 7. Number 3 was minor 7 flat 5. So, right, that same shape is a minor 7 flat 5 or a half diminished. So say you're in D minor, you come into the end of a piece, will be something into D minor. So there's E minor 7 flat 5. So that's number 3. Number 4 was this minor descending thing, which sounds great, okay? So you hear it all over music in general. Forget about gypsy jazz, pop music, Beatles, Beethoven, they've all done it, right? So you go like this. So it's this sound. Right, you can do that using this shape. Okay, that was in E minor. So where's E minor? There's your E, right? Thanks for the love. Send the love. Click the likes. Share this with a friend as well. If you think a friend deserves to see this, then don't be shy. Just share it. Okay? Here we go. E minor, right? And we got the E there. And then we just go like this. Watch carefully. Watch the fingers. So E minor. Then the first finger is going to leave that shape. The pinky's going to leave that shape. You've just got the 2 fingers. Then you're going to go... The first finger is going to take that descending line. Da, da, da. See? Da, 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 da. That's what's happening, right? So, da, 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 da. Really useful. You can use that in a million places. Either it's an up-tempo ballad, it's Sunday. Either it's an up-tempo swing or it's a ballad, then you can use that descending thing, which happens also with that shape. Okay, we're ready for number 5. Jimmy Rosenberg, right? You've only got to say that name and you kind of, well, you get excited, right? You think Jimmy Rosenberg, the best. You know, I knew Jimmy, or I know Jimmy, and I've never seen a guitar player play like him. And he showed me this little thing, which he uses a lot, using this shape too. And it sounds awesome, right? So you can use that same shape. Let's say we're in D minor, right? There's that same shape, there's the D, right? Stand by for the Jimmy Rosenberg lick, all right? Right, there's the D, see, da. That's the minor key we're in. So say it's going along as a swing, it's going, right? You're gonna go. You're gonna play that lick, which sounds like, whoa, that sounds like really awesome. It's like, what the hell is that? But it's really easy. You already know it, right? There's the shape. Okay, you're using the descending minor thing, but just kind of adding a bit of kind of gypsy flair to it. So, you know, using your right hand to really bring it to life. I'll show you how to do it. So, D minor. Da, remember the same thing. Pinky disappears. First finger goes down to take the, yeah, so da, 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 da. Then the pinky comes back. Da, 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 da. So that's the lick. It's a really awesome lick, okay? And you can use it in swing or in a ballad, right? So say it's going along. Say it's a piece like minor swing, right? Minor swing, right? Minor swing, A minor, D minor, E7, A minor, D minor. I'll play the lick in a minute. Jimmy Rosenberg lick coming up. E7, A minor, A minor, D minor, E7. Here we go. D minor, A minor. See how it can sound really great. I mean, you wouldn't use it all the time like that, but if you're playing along and you think you want to use that lick, then all you got to do with the right hand, look, with the right hand is kind of go 3, 4. Okay, G minor, right? You're playing a minor blues. Bom, right? Right, use the lick there and it sounds awesome, okay? So there's the Jimmy Rosenberg. That was number 5 of how to use this one shape. Remember, we're talking about one shape here. And if you like this way of teaching, because I've got 1,000 of these ideas, right? Which kind of, you don't have to really get involved in theory and scary technique, but these are things which I know 1,000 like this, which can really help players, or do actually help players in all areas of their gypsy jazz playing. So if you want to join me for an experience of a lifetime, then there's a link in the description. Come to Australia. Aussies, come on. Come to Australia. We've got 2 places left. And we're going to do the 5 pillars of gypsy jazz. We're going to eat fantastic food, right? We're going to all hang out together. We're going to do jam sessions. We're going to learn the repertoire. We're going to have a great time. Plus, we're going to do a gig together with Hank Marvin at the festival, okay? Hank Marvin is playing. I'm playing. The Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat guys are playing too, and girls. So it's going to be an amazing experience. And treat yourself, okay? It could be the thing that which just changes your life forever. So if you want info for that retreat, then click the link in the description, or just send me a comment here. Say, hey, Robin, I'm interested in Perth. Tell me more, okay? Just say Perth. Type Perth in the as a comment, and then I'll get back to you, okay? It's going to be an amazing time, okay? So number 6, there's another one, okay? This is number 6 of ways we can use this one shape. Number 6 is, I can't give you anything but love, okay? I can't give you anything but love. So when you play this tune, I can't give you anything but love, like say you play it in G, right? It's this tune which is really common in gypsy jazz, right? I'm not teaching anybody to sing, okay, so don't worry about that. So this is how you use it. You play the melody. Shape, there's that lick right there, and it brings that tune to life, right? So you go, sorry, okay, that's the same lick, the the same Jimmy Rosenberg lick, the same descending minor pattern, the same shape as the dominant 7th, the same shape as the minor 6th and the minor whatever it's called, okay? So that's what I'm saying. There's a million of these things, and you just have to know where to use them, okay? And I'd love to help you do that. And I can help you do that in person as well as get the swing right? When I'm with people in a room and we kind of, my singing's better than yours, Michael. Geez, well, I can't quite believe that, but that's very honest of you. I was just saying that if you want me to help you with your playing up close, in person, then come to a Gypsy Jazz breakthrough retreat, okay? You could have the time of your life with some like-minded friends where we eat, drink, play Gypsy Jazz, and kind of repeat over a few days and have a lot of fun. And we finish with a gig, okay? With Hank Marvin at a festival near Perth, Western Australia. How exotic is that? If you're interested in that, click the link. You can grab your seat right now. There's 2 left. Or just leave a comment and say Aussie, say Australia or Perth, and I'll get back to you and we can I can give you more info on how it's going to go. Okay, that was it. Number 6. Okay, so that's another application of that same shape, right? That same descending thing in I Can't Give You Anything But Love. Okay, ready for the recap? Always like to recap, make sure. And by the way, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, I'm not following all of this, don't worry, okay? My whole thing when I'm teaching is that if you can latch onto one note, one chord, even if you just get a little bit inspired to pick up the guitar more than you would have done today, then in my eyes, that's a success, okay? So that's my mission, right? To help people play guitar. So that one shape we can use as a minor, a dominant 7th, a minor 7 flat 5, a minor descending thing, which happens all over music, a Jimmy Rosenberg lick, none other than a Jimmy Rosenberg lick. Also, you can use it in I Can't Give You Anything But Love. So let's go over those 6 things really quickly. Minor shape. There you go. G minor. You want to play G minor? And then you go here. There's your shape, right? There's your G. So you've got... There's the G on the top. You can play it as a rhythm. It's G minor. Or you're playing your solo over that and you want to go. Right. Sounds great. It's used as a minor. Number 2 was dominant 7th. That same shape there. If you just bar your finger there. Right, see that? The little finger goes over to the da. And then you've got... Then it's C7. So if you've got C7 there, and then you go, right, C7 there, E7 there, A7, it's that shape, right? You can slide it up and down, and it sounds rocking as a dominant 7th shape. Number 3 was minor 7 flat 5. So you're in D minor, then obviously that shape is a half diminished shape. Right? There's the 2 chord of the minor 7 flat 5. Okay? Number 4 is the minor descending. You've heard it. Or even it. You might go. Right? You've got the same descending thing there as the. Right? Got it on the top, the little finger's taking the descending. Right? So you can use it as the descending thing. E minor. Right, sounds really great. Number 5 was the Jimmy Rosenberg lick, the same thing. So say you're in D minor, or say you're in E minor, you want to play the Jimmy Rosenberg lick, that's a... Just kind of get it... Got to get a bit of kind of rhythm into it. Right, it sounds great. And number 6 was I Can't Give You Anything But Love. You're playing that tune and you want to make it a bit fancier, a bit cooler, then you might go. Right, you've got it right there, okay? If you play it in F. 6 ways to use that one shape, okay? There's the 6. I'll post this as a comment so you can remember the lesson plan, right? I always make these professional lesson plans. And that's it. I'm going to jump off. I wish you a great Sunday. Remember 2 things. If you want to join me in Australia, click the link, grab your seat, okay? Come and have the trip of a lifetime. If you need more info, you want to talk about it, leave a comment and say, hey, Robin, tell me more about Australia, okay? And I'll be happy to follow up with you. And yeah, I think you'll have an amazing time. And it doesn't matter if you haven't got a Gypsy guitar. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, okay? You could be a complete beginner. I love beginners. I love players who've been playing for ages as well. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I basically start every pillar of the 5 pillars from scratch, okay? I don't assume anything, okay? So you're going to learn the fun way without the headache of theory, with a bit of food and wine and Australian sunshine to go. So it doesn't sound too bad. Have a great day. Lots of love from the Nolans. See you in Australia.